I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 15th day of June. Showers and storms have indeed increased across the state today. Still not raining everywhere, but some folks getting some storms that really mean business today. Now, let's look at some of the Skycam shots. First off, up in Huntsville in the Tennessee Valley. Thunderstorm nearby. Temperatures have knocked down to the 70s where the rain is in progress. Pretty much the same deal in Cullman as we go south down I-65. And from Birmingham, raindrops on the Lens there as a very unstable air mass without a cap provided for the showers and storms out there today. Check the water vapor satellite shot. You can see that, again, we've got a moist air mass, and that's pretty much a given this time of the year. But the ridge weakened today. The air aloft is a little colder. A few degrees Celsius up at 18,000 feet. That can make a big difference on whether you see a lot of storms, hardly any. And we've got a bunch out there that are indeed meaning business today. But again, not everywhere. Look at Anniston, 95. Hot, steamy, not a drop of rain. Go up to Gadsden, 79 with nearby storms. And Cullman sitting at 71. We'll take that for a June 15th afternoon, no doubt. Here's a look at the radar. That's at 210, and you can see the array of showers and storms and scattered pockets. The four main issues with these things. Number one, the potential for wet microburst. That's localized areas of damaging straight-line wind. Number two, vivid cloud-to-ground lightning. Number three, possibility of large hail. Number four, the things aren't moving much. Therefore, some flash flooding is a very real problem. In fact, flash flood warnings have been posted for parts of Jefferson, Shelby, and Walker counties this afternoon with some high water rescues in spots. There's a look at the rain totals, the storm totals. As of 2:14 this afternoon, you can see those pockets of heavier rain, one up toward Curry and Walker County, the northern part of Birmingham, Fultondale, Tarrant City. A lot of flooding problems there during a big storm, but many spots without a drop today. But the main axis you can see there of the storms today from near the Tuscaloosa-Pickens County line up to about Huntsville. All right, ongoing weather, all those dots, those are either flash flood or severe thunderstorm warnings for counties in Alabama and Mississippi for the air mass type storms. The organized severe weather potential is up north. Got a severe thunderstorm box up for parts of Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and there is a moderate risk of severe weather up in that region for the rest of today and tonight. A slight risk surrounding that. Day two, that's tomorrow. Slight risk around Washington and Baltimore, and a large risk for parts of Montana, Wyoming, and the western high plains. And on day three, again, the severe weather outlook is way up north over the upper Midwest. QPF chart. People say, why do you show this if it doesn't mean anything for the southern states? Well, many people watch this that are not in the southern states, so we show that for their benefit. But again, due to the scattered nature of the storms, the amounts will vary wildly. Even today, some spots have had almost 2 inches, some spots with nothing. You smooth it out, this is suggesting rain amounts of about 1/2 inch for the north, about 1 inch for the south. And the tropics, our little wave in the Atlantic is near dissipation. It's about to encounter some very harsh winds aloft, and that'll just take what's left and take it off the board. What catches my interest, it's that convection down there in the southwestern Gulf. Is it organized? No, it's not. But again, often in the early season, that's where you have development, not out there in the deep tropics, out there in the far deep tropics toward the Cape Verde Islands and the coast of Africa, but right here in the backyard. And often these don't develop into hurricanes, but boy, they can, even tropical depressions down there can produce a lot of rain. So let's watch that. But again, no sign of any organization at this point. Let's look at the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And you can see shortwave energy passing on top of the ridge, a new trough out west. And really, the situation tomorrow, not a lot different than today. We'll have partly sunny conditions, a few scattered showers and storms by afternoon. Same thing on Thursday, plenty of moisture, and the ridge is sufficiently weak enough to allow scattered shower and storm formation during the afternoon. Friday, heights go up a little bit. Temperatures could creep up a degree or two, and we might see a thinning out of the showers and storms. And Saturday, starting off the weekend, you can see that the ridge is a little stronger. Heights are a bit higher. And the westerlies are farther north, so that looks like a hot day, probably mid-90s with only widely scattered afternoon storms. And the same thing on Sunday. So this weekend could be very similar to last weekend. Could it rain? Sure, but again, we think the storms should be pretty widely spaced. And Monday of next week, pretty standard summer stuff there. And Tuesday, ridge weakens a bit. Scattered showers and storms, the low 90s are likely. Into the forecast is the 1st of July. Wow. Look at the vortex just west of Seattle. Heat ridge across the deep south, but not excessively high in terms of the heights. And a little weakness shows up around New Orleans and Mississippi. And down below that, things look pretty routine. So at this point, nothing to get too excited about over the end of this month. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.